So I don't piss in your pocket too often. I don't, do I? I don't. I don't like doing it.
Episode 59, by the way.
I don't like doing it. It's not my favourite thing to do. But I'm very, very happy that one of the best callers and best special comments people is back in business doing the footy. Good on you.
Very good.
Okay, I'm going to start one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't many callers who I will listen to if my team is not playing. You're one of them. I listen to you when my team doesn't play because you are entertaining no matter whether you are calling or giving special comments. And I just want to say it's nice that somebody has woken up. Well done.
Nice work, Oxy.
And that was Hutchie.
That was.
So how bad was I going with the other mob?
Anyway, the other mob, they kept on promising, but
No.
3AW talking about 3AW kept promising, but look, I'm glad you're back on the airwaves talking about footy because you're bloody good at it.
No, looking forward to it. So to be back, do we call it home? How would I call SEN? I think it is, mate. I think it's always where I felt really comfortable.
What do you call those marriages when you got two wives?
Illegal?
No, it's called polygamy, isn't it?
Polygamy.
Yeah, I'm a polygamist.
You're a polygamist.
Yeah, I'm a polygamist.
That's nice. That's a good place to be.
We should explain to people who don't know what we're talking about because not everyone will have seen the news.
That's right.
Oh, please.
Mate, it was do you know, that's right. Can I just say, it was the lead story on the Herald Sun website for 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours, it was the top story. And it wasn't that you were going back to do a show. It wasn't that you were going back to, take over. You were going back to do some footy calling.
Yeah.
The number one story for 4.5
Mind you,
hours.
I got knocked off by a kid eating 2 pineapples, so it wasn't a big news day.
Let me put it to you, though, Marko, and I want you to think about Dargs, our family member in Port Douglas.
What's he want?
You reckon he's reading the Herald Sun?
Dargs?
What, they don't have internet up there?
No, but you reckon Dargs in Port Douglas is going, I've got to go on the Herald
Sun? He's from Melbourne.
He'd get Apple News, mate.
He's from Melbourne.
How do you know he's from Melbourne?
It translates from one news service to another.
Do you listen to our callers when they call in?
Well, I do. I just want to make sure that people know what's going on. They're not excluded. So, Ox, tell us what's going on.
And by the way, cheerio, Dargs, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's send one out to him.
Hopefully no more cyclones coming your way. So been working I worked at SEN for a long time, which is a little radio station here in Melbourne. I got the Tijuana, and after how many years, Mark? 5 or 6?
We got picked up at Macquarie Sport Radio, which was 3AW's second station, and that was a national show. We did that for 2 years.
Was that 2018?
2018, 2019.
Yeah, so 6 years. 6 years I've been out of SEN.
Then we did Twilight Zone for a couple of years.
Can I tell you why?
At 3AW?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was an enjoyable show.
We used to follow Grubby.
That's right. And what a great man he is. Right. What a superstar.
He is a good man.
Anyway, so we started not negotiations. We started talking again with Hutchie about, I don't know, let's say 6 months ago. Yeah. But it's funny how the world works, and it's funny how we go around in circles and you start looking at yourself and working out. I think whenever you leave a marriage or you leave a relationship or a job and it doesn't end on a good note, there's a lot of resentment and a lot of hate and a lot of hurt that goes with it. Since I've been working at the rehab, one of the big things we talk about is resentment, jealousy and hate.
This is good.
And you got to get rid of it. And if you don't get rid of it, it just burns you up and eats you up, and you end up self-destructing and not getting to where you need to get to.
How do you get rid of it? Because I think now, I know you've done a lot of study now, and you have been working here for a long time, and a lot of people, the listener out there, a lot of people would experience this, the jealousy, the hatred. What are some of the techniques to get rid of it?
Confronting the circumstances. So the circumstances for my jealousy, hate, resentment was that I got the arse. And when you get the arse, you hurt. But then you actually... Then about 6 months ago, I'm doing some stuff with some of our clients, and then I started working on it myself. I thought, hang on a minute. Craig Hutchison came into SEN. he had a plan, and his plan was to change things up and do things a little bit differently. That's his business model.
Do things his way.
And I wasn't in those plans. Now, that's not because Craig Hutchison hated me, or it's not because I wasn't good at what I did, but his plan was different, and I wasn't in that plan. So for the last 6 years, I've kind of sat around thinking, you know, what a prick he is, when really it wasn't it wasn't personal. It was to do with
his plan.
It was to do with his plan. I wasn't in his plan.
It was just a shame that we had a 2-year deal emailed to us before it all happened.
Yeah, so then being able to compartmentalise and just break it down just made it clear. So when we broke bread and we had a chat, and then when he gave me the news the other day, he said, "Are we going to do this?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And he said, we'll start afresh. Don't worry about what's happened in the past, and let's go. Let's get things going.
Well, that's a good story.
You know,
What's a better story? A man at your age with your intellect can learn something new and put something in place that helps you get along. I think that's, it's the headline and the story on the number one story at the Herald Sun for 4.5 hours.
Till the pineapple kid got me.
Pineapple kid gotcha. That's great.
Yeah.
But hearing you talk like that makes me happy.
Yeah, so it's it's great to be back, and SEN has always been, you know, it was my, after footy, it was my saviour, because I had to rebuild.
Yeah.
So I've got very fond memories of, it's not like going back to an ex-wife, but it's certainly like going back to a place you're familiar, and the support and the phone calls I got from SEN people bloody blew me away.
Hey, let's talk about those early days at SEN for you, because you were in an enormous amount of debt.
Yeah.
I knew you as a happy-go-lucky good mate to see at the races for a long, long time. We turned into golf buddies there for a little while. This is before we started working together. And you were doing all that with stuff going in the background about debt, money, debt. And it was only until I started working with him, Dan, that the phone would ring and he'd show me, it was Uncle Mick calling, just to make sure, you know, everything's on track. Everything's on track. That living with that debt. Now, when you say that SEN helped you, SEN got you off the mat.
Yeah, it was.
You were down for the count, mate.
Yeah, it was, and they gave me a chance to do. I started working with Mark Doran, just doing an hour a week on Thursday nights, and then it led into fill-in work, and then Dermot Burden left, and I took his job.
Why did Dermot Burden leave? Tell us again.
Well, SEN went broke, and they got bought out by a company called Pacific Star Network, and they reconsolidated. And Dermot, who was on, I think, $180,000 a year, and they said to Dermot, "We've got to cut you back. We know we're cutting costs everywhere, and we need to take you from 180,000 down to 130,000."
Yeah.
He said, "Get stuffed. I'm not working 3 hours a day for 130 grand." and I ended up doing the job for 80,000. And then SEN just opened up, and media does open up doors for you. But the one thing that I loved and I love about SEN is the people. You know, we had an unbelievable rapport with our listeners, and it was funny because when the news broke about going back there, I had listener after listener who've got my number call me. You know, Trout from Woodend, Matty Whiting, and all these people that have just, you know, said, "Oh, you know, great to have you back." So
I'll show you my phone later about all the people contacting me saying it's great to see you back there. So there's a lot of really happy people.
Were they asking when you're coming back?
There was a few of those question marks.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
Really?
No, I don't know the answer to that. Hey, before we finish...
Do you still have resentment and hate? Because I can work with you if you need to...
Time heals all wounds, David. I don't feel like I've got any poison running through my veins anymore. I'm in a good spot. Hey, but I do want to say that, again, just the last time, for at least 5 episodes anyway, they were pissing your pocket. He went from working at like a radio gig at $80,000. He took that $80,000 paycheck and turned it into the highest ever rating at SEN, him and Francis Leach. They got a 7.5 at one stage. And then Francis went, I jumped in. We were working together for 5 years. We had a good show going. SEN went and did the numbers.
We had a great show. We had a great show.
They surveyed listeners, they surveyed people who didn't listen, and they wanted to get who was good and who was bad. This bloke over here was off the charts good. The literally the people's champion. you know, and he was first. And then second, third, and fourth, there was nobody, and I think maybe KB came in next as the most popular figure at the radio station. So he went
Mark, stop it.
He took an $80,000 salary and ended up being the highest paid at the station after they did their numbers. So it was a great. When people,
it was great.
Look, you can see his face when he talks about what SEN did for him. I don't think people understand. It got him off the canvas. It got him a job. It kept him away from the tracks. It gave him a level of comfort for him and his family.
No, it saved my life. It did.
It got him to the point where, you know, the Ox of old, when people were saying he's the best player in the league, at his second home, SEN, he was the best player at the station. And that did more for you. And I was watching on. It was great fun watching it. It did more for you, mate, than a lot of people realise. So this talk and what you see in the papers and the comments, it's not bullshit. It is 100% accurate, and I'm really happy for you that you've got a big smile on your face, which is great.
I do love the fact that you talked about letting go of anger and resentment. It's so important because it's a negative energy. Doesn't do anything, and we've all done it. But I think it's great. You've said, you know what, that's where I'm at now with life, and I think it's fantastic. It's a great gig. We haven't actually said the gig yet, have we? Doing special comments on SEN Sunday Footy,
calling
right?
and other special stuff.
And that will lead to more without doubt because he's a very popular figure.
Well done.
Just on the getting rid of it all, Mick Malthouse had a great saying. He said, hatred poisons the blood.
Yep, and he's right.
And he's absolutely right. He's 100% right. Anyway.
I'll tell you another one I heard, which is a ripper. If you're going to dig a grave for somebody, which is basically if you want to line someone up, if you're going to dig a grave, dig two.
That's nice.
Because you go with them.
That's true.
It's a good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Well done, Ox. Great news. Really good.
Great.
All right, let's get back on track. I've got a first world problem.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I'm
You're
serious.
the king of these things, aren't you?
Oh, mate.
What's going on?
I need advice.
Not basketball nets.
No.
Councils. Bigger.
And it's advice for a friend. It's not advice for me. It's advice for a
Here
friend.
we go.
It's advice for a friend.
They're blue pills.
Well, he's got a daughter, this friend.
Oh, okay.
And a son as well?
Yes, he does. He does have a daughter and a son.
Okay.
That is.
Does his son go to St. Kevin's?
Yes, his son does go to St. Kevin's, as this would play out.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, the daughter's in the kitchen, and she is showing these new shoes that she has bought.
Nice.
To her mum, and the dad, who was in the kitchen minding his own business, casually looked over and gave some, what I've been told is some sage advice about those runners.
Great.
The daughter looked at that dad and looked him up and down and said to him, without a smile, without issue, full of confidence, "Why are you speaking?"
Oh.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
May I ask how old this said daughter is?
If I told you that, it would give it away. Right?
She's in her teens.
She's in her teens.
All right.
So basically saying you got no right to give fashion advice, correct? Oh, not you, this person.
No. It wasn't even fashion advice. It was just some nice advice. I'll tell you what it was. It was, make sure you wear them on special occasions or something like that, right? Words to that effect. It was just some nice, casual.
Seems pretty innocent to me.
Why are you speaking?
Was this said person having a bad day?
Was he having a bad day? Nothing was going right. What do you do? How do you answer that? Because that situation, I'm worried for my friend. That situation, it could get out of hand.
It could get volatile.
It could get way out of hand. Now, what do you do?
Was this said person in the middle of cooking a big meal or something, and this other person, your mate, had just interrupted her, or were there any lead up reasons for this happening that you're aware of?
No, nothing.
Were they good shoes?
They were very nice shoes.
Were they sporty shoes or were they going out shoes?
A bit of both these days.
Okay.
You know what the kids do.
Yeah, multifunctional shoes.
Multifunctional. Yeah, they're not runners. They are stylish sneakers.
Okay.
I don't think it's about the shoes.
Are you speaking?
I don't think it's about the shoes either.
Is this a pattern of behaviour from this young lady?
It's developing, Dan. And that's why I need advice. Now, how do I put an end to this? Because
How does your friend put it into it?
I mean, how does my friend put an end to this?
I have one comment. This is not necessarily advice, but this may help you.
Bloody hell.
I have two beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
One of my daughters hated me for about 5 years straight in her teens.
Oh, I can see that.
5 years.
I reckon about 5 years.
What did you do?
No, I didn't do anything, but hated me for
Was
about
it
5
just your look?
Oh, it's just everything.
Was it just
everything.
your smell?
No, it was everything. I couldn't do. I couldn't do
politics.
Couldn't do anything right.
Everything.
Couldn't do it. Our politics is the one thing we agreed on.
Your music choice?
Yeah, possibly that too. But it changed. It changed, and now it's fantastic. But for about 5 years, hated me. And so I think it's a stage.
Can I ask this said girl,
Yeah.
is she on good terms with her mum?
Yeah, no, that's it. See, remember the Seinfeld episode where
yeah.
George did everything opposite?
Yeah.
And Elaine went from being the winner to the loser?
Yeah, yep.
It's the same thing happening here.
Oh, no.
Mum was worried, but the table is turning. And my daughter's even Steven. She's in the middle.
You know when the table turns too? You can almost come home and you know when you're in the bad books and they're in the good books. Because Mum will be sitting on the couch smoking a cigar. She's sitting back going, I got this now. I got this.
Yeah, the cuddles on the couch.
Yeah.
It's sickening.
2 days later, you'll come home and she'll say, can you get her out of here?
Yeah.
I cannot deal with her.
That's it.
It's amazing how
That's
that
it.
seesaw
That's it.
goes up and down.
That's it.
Well, the advice to your said friend
Thank you.
is, and I think you need to hit him between the eyes with it, he needs to stand up. If this said friend, it's his house.
Yeah.
It's his kitchen.
That's it.
She's a visitor.
Bloody oath it is.
She's a visitor, and you've given her a compliment. The next, not you,
My mate. My friend.
Your said friend. I think what you've got to do, what your said friend has to do, is actually hit her between the eyes with a comment about her shoes that isn't complimentary.
Okay.
And see how she takes it.
Okay.
But that is a first world problem.
Oh, mate. Yeah, why can't everyone just get along? Would be my question to my friend.
Teenage kids are tough.
You take compliments. You take compliments and you take feedback. That's the rule.
Hey, I've been told you've got another business idea.
make you
This
some money.
one has got wings.
This is for you. And I can't believe you just said that.
Why?
Because this is about wings.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. You've read me like a book.
I didn't know.
No, I know.
You told me it was going to take off, so I just threw the wings in there.
But in the process, what is going to happen, we are going to obliterate some businesses.
Oh, I don't mind that. I don't mind stepping on some
One
heads.
of them you are an ambassador for.
Oh.
So it's going to cost you.
Wow. Okay. Gee.
Come on. What's the story?
Hang on.
Hang on a second. That's the hotline.
Another one's got our number.
Yeah, new phone ring too, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hello, couple of blokes hotline.
Hi there, Marco. It's Sam here from Dingley. How you doing?
Sam from Dingers. How are you, mate?
Yeah, your old hunting ground.
That's right. I used to live in Rota Street, Dingley.
Oh, I'm just near there.
Oh, go down and have a look at number 43 for me. Tell me what it's looking like these days.
43.
43
Good
Rota Street.
number.
Yeah.
Corrigani.
Yeah, that's right.
Kudo.
Dropped a lot in value. Dropped a lot in value since the old days.
God, Dingley be the only suburb in Melbourne that hasn't gone up.
Mate, we've got the Dingley International. We rock.
Oh, mate. Put the mouthguard in through the front door at the Dingley International. Now, Sam, how can we help you?
Oh, look, I'm ringing up to kind of say a story about one of my sporting heroes has greatly disappointed me.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'm tipping it's Dermot.
No, it's not. It's not Marco.
Okay.
Good.
It's not the third man.
Oh, here we go. This is great.
Come on,
Hit
Sam.
him
It's the
between
man
the
that
eyes.
used to wear the headband. The
him
man that used to
between-
wear the headband.
Hit him between the eyes, Sam.
What have I done?
Well, your sporting heroes, you believe, are factual in their statements, and
Correct.
you believe in them.
Correct.
You respect them.
Yes.
100% belief.
Yes.
Well, a few weeks ago,
Yes.
you were talking about the goggle box, and they never appear on other shows
Correct.
or publicity. Have you heard a show called Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
Are you going on Celebrity Get Me Out of Here office?
I'm not. But
No.
one of the ladies off Gogglebox is she?
No, Adam,
Oh,
the
is
mighty
he?
Brisbane Lions fan. He was a few years ago. He was a few years ago too.
Oh, this,
Ox, come on.
Well, I got told.
Jesus Christ.
No, see, now, Sam.
Yes, Ox.
Now, Celebrity Get Me Out of Here isn't really doing other media. You're in the jungle. You're not talking to any other cameras. You can't
sure?
get yourself into trouble.
It seems like media to me.
Nationwide show.
Well, he might have lied on his resume to get in there. That's what I reckon he did.
He'd been on Google Box for 5 years before he went in.
Misinformation from Ox.
All right. Well, just I made one mistake. One goat, Sam. One goat.
Sam,
One time in Bandcamp, yeah.
excellent, Sam. You're a good man.
No worries, boys. Keep up the great work. Enjoying hearing you back on the air.
Good
Thanks,
on
mate.
you.
Cheers.
Sam from Dingers. What a star.
What an infectious laugh.
Yeah.
He's a happy bloke.
Good on him.
Hey, got another infectious laugh for me?
Yeah.
Well, there's the soccer bloke. Mark.
Oh, no, I like, what's his name?
Kerry O'Keefe?
No, the bloke who does 8 out of 10 cats and dogs.
8 out of 10 cats and dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Because when he laughs,
Yeah.
he breathes
Jimmy
in.
Carr.
Jimmy Carr. My goodness
good, is he?
me.
Yeah.
I've
He's
never heard of him.
It almost sounds like he's.
No, never heard of him.
You know if you saw his face, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, look, that's a good annoying laugh.
It is an annoying laugh. Now, do you want to make some money?
Now, I do want to make some cash.
Oh, it is.
Let's go.
All right. It came to me on Wednesday
Right.
last week.
What were you doing?
I was playing golf. And I play golf every Wednesday, Mark, and you know that because I've done it for 20 years.
What's the handicap these days?
1.7. But let's not brag. Actually, I'm blowing out a bit, but that's okay. I've dark hooked a drive left on 4.
Yeah.
And where I lost the ball, I shouldn't have lost the ball. Like it was just wasteland.
Were you not playing with Brad with the eagle eyes? You can see everything.
No, Brad's in Hong Kong. I've lost with the pilot. He's in Hong Kong. Anyway, but it kind of over a little hill and I couldn't find it.
Right.
My business idea is this. Every course has a drone on each fairway.
In the rough?
No, just sitting above the fairway. Sitting above.
Like 200 metres out.
Yeah, just 200 metres out, so where the ball lands. So it's looking, all right?
And it follows like TrackMan.
So it just sits there, so you know, so you can actually watch the ball come in and where it lands.
You know what? If you had a TrackMan on the tee, you know how they have the ball tracer on the modern golf. If you have if you had a TrackMan on the tee, then that drone would actually know where to look because you could just send the signal to the drone.
It could be like that. It could be
And
instant.
the camera would just go, okay, that ball's cutting. It's 180 metres. It's into the wind. It's going to be about 150 metres off the tee, the right-hand side.
Yep.
That drone would be able to focus in and give you a bit of a landscape picture.
And then the drone goes over the top, so roughly puts you within 2 or 3 feet of it.
That's it. And then you know what? You have the app. It's sent to your phone, that
Bang.
footage.
Bang.
And you go, okay, there it is.
And then it tracks your maps, and it almost puts you on the spot.
Because I know what you're feeling here. You don't really care about where the ball, you score. You don't really care about the ball. You just want to know where the hell this ball
where did it
went
go?
because it can't. There's nowhere for it to hide.
So the other thing is too, if you're playing down at Barnbougle, for example, and they've got those dirty crows down there.
Yeah, they do.
How many times have you hit the ball up the middle? You go to find your ball.
Yeah, crow's
taking it. You would know that the ball, your Titleist, is actually flying and sitting in a pine tree.
Yeah.
200 metres away because this crow's just picked it
Hang on a
up.
second, this is news to me. So crows at Barnbougle steal golf balls?
Yep.
The crows at Barnbougle are as big as you.
Wow.
They're big.
They're actually ravens.
Yep.
They're actually big ravens. So, so drone golf.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Drone sit over top. I know Titleist won't be happy because they want, they want people buying more balls.
Yeah.
This won't stop people buying more balls. But what it'll do, it'll just help you find the ones that you shouldn't bloody lose.
Yeah. Well, Titleist should fund it because then more people would buy Titleist, and the only way you could actually, you have to register. Register.
Well, imagine
and then you got you can't lose the ball.
Imagine if you could personalise the balls before the round, where you had to put a special marking on it, and then the TrackMan, the drones picked up that ball.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, that's how Topgolf works. So when you go to Topgolf, you buy a basket of balls, and then they put it under a machine, and that machine, there's a little chip in every ball, and that machine goes, Okay, these balls are 117. So you take the 50 117s that get straight up
and
to
then
the
it's
top,
able to track 'em.
and then it tracks you, and that's how you keep score at Topgolf in America.
I could even take it one step further.
Yeah.
We could invent a marker.
Oh, yeah.
So you mark your ball because everyone marks their ball, and that mark is then linked to your phone.
Yep.
So it's only on your ball. It's a special marker.
Yeah.
And it goes on your ball, and then you can track it. You could even just walk up with your phone, and it goes 2 steps to your left, 1 more step right. It'll work unbelievably.
What about hot and cold like you used to play as a kid?
Yeah. Closer.
Cold,
Marco.
cold, warmer,
Marco.
warmer,
Polo.
warmer. You're getting hot. You're hot. You're red hot.
I think it could work.
That's a nice idea. I like it a lot. Now, guys,
And if we do get that up and going,
What are we gonna
we're going
call
to
it?
take it to our patent officer, Brian Goldberg.
Oh, yes.
Brian used to play footy with Brian. He's
Yep.
a patent specialist.
Yep.
He'll get it sorted for us.
I know what to call it too.
Oh, hang on.
Eagle eye.
Oh,
Golf.
bang. Oh, bang.
hang on. Before
Eagle eye.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
It's a great name, but before we go and get a cup of coffee, a glass of water,
Yeah.
slogan, Ox.
For that, I'll come up with a slogan while having a coffee.
Perfect.
But I love Eagle Eyes.
Eagle
the name.
Eye's a winner.
Oh,
Love
my
it.
Goodness,
Righto,
man.
I'm looking forward to the
Feedback
slogan.
after the break too, by the way. And as often happens, someone is copping a whack.
Good.
This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marco, and as always, thanks to our great mates at ENS Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode. And it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
We've got to say a big thank you, don't we, Dan?
We do. Thanks to the ENS Trading Clearance Centre. Kurt is amazing down there. He is, if you want to rinse him for a deal, Kurt's the guy. Go up and just say, mate, that price there is amazing, but I want better.
I'm surprised he hasn't lost his job yet, Kurt, because he's way too liberal with price people. People come in asking for a better price, and he's actually too nice to them.
I actually saw a new hairstyle from Kurt the other day. It is a ripper.
What's he done?
Well, he's kind of got the KB flick, but with hair.
He's brushing his hair in circles.
No, it's on the side. It's kind of on the side and around. It's cool. It's new age. It's what it is.
Who was the guy who had the shaving
Norman Gunston.
Was it Norman Gunston
Norman
style?
Gunston,
Is it?
yeah.
Is it?
Similar to Norman Gunston with class.
How do you know I was talking about Norman Gunston? All I did was put my 2 fingers to my face.
I've been working with you a long time, mate.
Okay,
I've
well,
been
you're very good.
Hey,
Hang on. Before you go any further, I have been alerted to something that has shocked me.
Oh.
Ricky Ponting did some radio.
Oh, no.
Now, I've been...
Was it a My Station SEN?
Nah, yes, it was.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Well, that's okay.
So, I've been putting in call after call after call. Now, I was alerted by one of our Wolfpack, and he's suggesting some kind of investigation, and I'm on board. And I would like to call this investigation Bourbon and Beefsteak. And we are going to...
Can we stretch it out? Bourbon, beefsteak and Turak.
Yes. So Operation Bourbon and Beefsteak, Turak, is going to start immediately, and we're going to get to the bottom of this because, I mean, if he's doing radio...
It's called cash.
If he's doing radio, mate, and he won't come on our podcast...
Well, it's called cash. Are we going to pay him?
I taught him everything he knows about golf, and he won't come on.
We can give him some golf balls.
Yeah, give him some Titleist.
Shall we?
even though he's a Callaway boy.
Why don't we threaten him? Surely, you guys have known him for years. Surely you've got some dirt on him.
Stacks.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Oh, look, we get on him. That is a story that we couldn't even do a bonus podcast
No,
for.
not today.
Not ever.
Operation Bourbon and Beefsteak starts
Turek.
now. Turek starts now.
Okay.
Hey, there's a couple of good weather people out there.
Yeah.
There used to be Rob Gell, who was the guru with the curls.
Oh, great hair.
Then there's-
Vinny Cottagio style hair.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Then there's Lavinia Nixon.
Oh, what a darling.
We love Livy.
She's a voice and a face of Melbourne and has been for a long time.
Just a good human being.
Yep.
Then there's Jane Bunn.
Love Jane.
Channel 7.
She would have been good on Play School, I reckon. Back when she was younger.
She's got the hand movements. She's a bit theatrical.
And she does the talk like Play School. Yeah.
Do you remember in the old days, though, when the weather people used to do the weather was, it's going to be 35 tomorrow, so just put a bit of cream on and we'll be right?
Yeah, that's right. You'll be right. She'll be right, mate.
If we get a day over 30 degrees, have you been aware of how dramatic these weather people are getting?
Yes.
Like it's El Nino's coming and La Nina and all these bloody...
Catastrophic. How hot's it going to be? 35.
It is,
What?
Lock your pets up. It's going to be 34 degrees for 2 days in a row. Like, seriously. Seriously, they never get it right anyway.
You know what it is.
So what's happening?
They're like Dan. They're lefties.
What?
And it's a chance to bring in climate change. Yeah,
You're
he's
a lefty.
We told you last week.
No, I got criticised by, who was it, Legend of Sunshine, I think it was, who called me a lefty and told me to flog off drip or something.
So next you'll be telling me you don't like Trump.
Oh,
Don't bring this
Mate,
up. Don't mention the war.
Jeez.
Don't tell me you didn't like The Apprentice.
The Republican Party people can vote for a guy with 91 criminal indictments, the most unchristian man in the history of American politics.
Unchristian.
Fake news.
Oh, my God.
Didn't you like
He seriously, he is the biggest idiot ever. He's an absolute disgrace.
What about drain the swamp? I thought that was political mastermind
Build
sort
a
of
wall.
action.
Yeah, but he's Mr. Swamp.
Make America great again.
He's swampy himself.
Mate,
Make America
he's changed politics forever, regardless whether you like him or not.
Oh, yeah.
Just with what he does and how he labels people and labels situations, and he's the best
I
at it.
love the show. I do love the entertainment value he provides, but he is an absolute tool.
Yeah, it's a circus, haven't it?
No,
It's a full-on circus.
I think you're being a bit harsh.
Well, what do you think? Hang on. What, you rate him?
I like the circus that is around Donald J. Trump.
So
Is
we
it Donald J. Trump?
Yeah, that'll do.
Donald J. Trump.
It's like Michael J. Fox.
Now, you want a bit of feedback, boys?
Oh, yes, please.
Is someone here ready for a whack?
I hope you are.
Yeah, get ready.
You had a pretty good run today.
When was the last time you self-whacked? So,
About a week or two ago when I got that terrible message from Legend of Sunshine, I think it was.
that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty offensive.
It's another
Okay.
reason to call you a lefty.
Now, we were talking last week about potato cakes versus potato scallops.
Scallops, yes.
That's right.
And there was a lot of... We did a poll. And the poll results I'll give you in a moment.
I know we did a poll. We were a part of it.
I know, but we had a lot of feedback, and I can't read them all, but we've got a few here that are pretty worth reading. Darren Camilleri wrote in. Darren said, since I moved to Queensland, 2 things I've learned. Queenslanders have zero knowledge of how to cook decent fish and chips.
Thank you.
Is that right? Why would that be? I imagine you eat a lot of seafood in Queensland.
They struggle with the batter.
Do they?
They don't get the batter right.
Okay.
That is what Darren said. Their batter is the worst.
Because they don't use beer.
Yeah.
They don't. They're probably using Forex, and you need to use heavy beer.
So Forex not conducive to good fish and chips.
No, you need full batter.
I don't think Forex is good use to do anything good, to be honest. And the idiots here call it a scallop when a scallop is a shellfish, not a potato. It blows my mind. Potato cake is the only thing.
Well done.
Yeah.
Great feedback.
Joe's written in, only backwards people from New South Wales call it potato scallops. And
I think that's accurate.
Yep.
Here's a new name for them. And this one comes from Couchy says, it's a potato fritter. Sincerely, Couchy from
What?
New Zealand.
Oh, the fritter's over there. Fritter.
Well, hang on.
I
I've
just
heard
did
of
say-
a banana fritter, but you can't have a potato
And a pineapple fritter.
Well, they
Yeah.
call them potato. Apparently, that's what Couchy says.
But I get that because a fritter is, I think, is.
What is a fritter? Can we
I
look it
would
up?
say it's German for. I would say it's. I think of German origin. I reckon fritter.
I'll look it up.
Do you know what they do in New Zealand? It's really interesting. They don't say takeaway. They're called takeaways. Let's take it with an S on the end. So, because I spent a lot of time in Auckland, and takeaways is how they say it. It's
That's
really,
another reason.
Have you
not to
spent much
visit
time in New Zealand?
yeah, a long time.
One of the greatest countries you'll ever go to.
It's
I agree with that.
incredible.
It is unbelievable, and the people. Oh my
So good.
God, they're good.
They are so good.
It's so beautiful.
Joe has said, being a Sydney original, I can explain the potato scallop. It's got nothing to do with the sea creature. A scallop is a form of slicing.
Oh,
That's how you slice it, apparently.
Yeah, that's right. Because you can have scallop potatoes.
Yeah, and that's where it comes from.
Aha!
Which I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Nice work, Joe.
I love
all right.
scallop potatoes,
So
by the way.
fritter is Italian.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, I've got it as divide into small pieces. They become fritted into minute tatters.
Came from Naples.
I've also got waste time, money, or energy on trifling matters.
Oh, yeah, just fritter away.
Fritter
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the poll results. Something different, so not scallop or potato cake. 3%. Potato scallop, 13%. potato cake, 84%.
4%.
Okay.
Bang.
So, pretty clear. Pretty clear.
We solve the big issues here.
Yeah,
A
we do.
portion of meat, seafood, fruit, vegetables, or other ingredients which have been battered or breaded is what fritter is in the food world.
Nice.
Mark.
There we go.
Thanks, Jamie Oliver.
We chatted
No
last
worries.
week about the price of beer, particularly Carlton Draft being $15 a pint.
It's just stupid.
It's outrageous. Jamie Cook wrote in, we went to Byron Bay at Christmas 15 months ago. A well-known pub there, I think we all know what pub that is at Byron, right across from the beach, was charging $14 for a schooner of beer.
Holy moly.
Needless to say, we had one and then fled. It was ridiculous.
Hey, let me just do the maths here. Is a schooner or a pint half a litre? Which one's
Well,
closest?
pint's bigger. And
So-
schooner's like...
Yeah, pint's half a litre.
But so
different
how
in
much
every
is
state.
how much is a pint for a pint of beer? At $15?
$15.
So that means it's $30 a litre. Petrol is $2 a litre, and we're paying $30 a litre for beer.
You'd be better off going to the pub and ordering a pint
It
of
is
petrol.
just ridiculous.
So a pint is 473 mils.
Okay, so
not
double
even
it.
half a litre.
So double it. So we'll give them a little bit.
Yeah.
It's $30 a litre for a beer. It's insane.
But we're not paying for the ingredients. We're paying the tax, and that's the problem.
Yeah, well, it's
So
insane.
Well, I
Well,
told
hang
you.
on, there's a lot of tax in petrol as well.
No, nothing compared to beer.
Is that right?
No, because beer, alcohol, obviously affects the health of the nation.
Yeah.
That's why they tax that and tobacco and all the other, all those indulgents much heavier.
Well, explain to me this then. At that same pub, $15 for Carlton Draft, a Heaps normal pint was $10.
Yeah, because they would have a pouring rights deal with them.
Right.
But there's no alcohol in it, so there's no tax on that, is there? In alcohol tax.
Are you talking about it's an alcohol-free beer?
Yeah.
There'd be still tax on it, but there'd be minimal.
Yeah, so $10 is a lot of money for a non-alcohol beer.
Yeah, well, that might be cost. That might be the cost of the, might cost you more. I don't know. Does it cost more to make alcoholic beer or non-alcoholic beer?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
I reckon it's forced kids into drugs, this really expensive alcohol. I hate it.
We
Anyway,
posted
I'll just
the
leave it at
photos
that.
of your yabbing a while ago, Ox. Andrew from Camberwell, your old joint.
A great yabbing suburb of Melbourne, Camberwell.
Is it? It's good yabbing in Camberwell, isn't it?
Apparently.
Andrew from Camberwell, he's actually a mate of mine. I know Andrew very well. When I was a kid in the late 60s, we used to catch big black ones the size of beer bottles from a farmer's secret dam in the Mallee district near Hopeton.
Wow.
Great eating, the old yabby.
Oh, so good.
Tell me this: if you build yourself a dam, do you have to fill it with yabbies, or does it just somehow yabbies just move to dams?
It's a really good point. I don't know whether I don't know. All my mates who have got dams and got farms, they stock them.
Right.
They put them in. It's like silver perch or carp, or if you want to put fish in. But
So what? Tadpoles turn into what? Frogs. Don't
Frogs,
they?
yeah.
So is there anything that turns into a yabby?
I don't know where yabbies. I think a yabby is just a yabby.
Right.
Time for someone to get a whack here. This is from Mark Colthart, who describes himself as a sports lover.
I love Mark. It sounds like a good bloke already.
I'd like to have a beer with him.
Yeah, well, would you though? You might not after this.
Whackity whack whack.
Marco, you are so wrong about the test matches in New Zealand that you didn't know about. It was all over their app, all over the social media, in the newspaper, on the radio, advertised all over Foxtel. Tell me, where else do you think they should be telling us about it?
During the news, when I watch TV, is where they should be.
Billboards
On the Channel 9 news. Well, the Channel 9 doesn't do the cricket anymore, does it? That's
down
probably,
South Road.
That's probably why. Yeah, a few billboards, South Road.
South Road.
Oh, I just love the fact that Mark's listed almost every possible scenario.
Oh, unbelievable.
I'm going to look into this. We do have a media buying agency, so I'll find out. I'm just going to go out and put it on Zach.
Actually, find
or
out how
Luke's
much they spend on advertising.
or Kim's desk. I'm just going to put it straight there and say, where was all
I'll
the
take it to
cricket?
Kim. I'll take it to Kim and get the right results.
You mongrel. You're pathetic.
Now, we were talking about David Attenborough a little while ago about when he dies, if anyone would be bigger. The news around the world, and Ben White's written in, said, hey guys,
Whitey.
I reckon if Messi or Ronaldo suddenly died, they'd be bigger than David Attenborough.
No,
Yeah.
maybe in the sporting world, but not for.
You know who they're training up as the new
to die?
as the new David Attenborough?
Yes.
It's Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
Morgan Freeman's the new voice of
I
nature.
was saying, crikey, son.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Steve Irwin, Bobby Irwin.
yeah, he might be an apprentice for Morgan Freeman.
Can I tell you how good he is?
Who?
Bobby Irwin. He was on.
Who, Bobby, as in like Crocodile Hunter dude?
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
His son.
What was he on?
He was on. What's the show? What's the talkback bloke? Not Jimmy Kimmel, the other one. The really big guy in America at the moment.
Oh, not Conan.
Conan's been retired for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, not Jimmy Carson.
Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson.
Not Johnny Carson.
Not David Letterman?
No, not David Letterman.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
All right, so Jimmy Fallon had him on the other day, and Kevin Hart was there, and Kevin Hart is absolutely shit frightened of any animals. He said, and they've set him up a heap of times.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Bobby Irwin's got some animals in there, and he had a baby ostrich. Oh, it was the
baby ostrich.
But he's like his dad. He's so good. He's going to be. He might end up being bigger than his old man.
All right.
It's like Steve Irwin was a star.
What does a baby ostrich look like? Like a little ostrich?
No, it looks like a chicken with a longer neck.
Thank you. Because birds do look different.
Yeah.
It's like the swan, the little duckling turns into a gorgeous swan.
Oh, yeah, they turn beautiful.
Birds look different when they're little, more than so
and
different
then
than anything else.
A beautiful little chicken turns into an ugly chook.
That's it. Except the tadpole. The tadpole probably turns into something
I reckon
very
lambs
different.
are the ones. Lambs are beautiful as little lambs.
Oh, they're so cute.
And they turn into ugly sheep.
Actually,
Sheep aren't pretty.
I think sheep look pretty good.
Oh,
I had a
too
sheep
much time in New Zealand for you.
when I was we had a pet sheep when I was a kid in Wollongong.
yeah.
Now, how's the irony there? In Wollongong.
Wollongong.
What's wrong with a sheep in Wollongong?
Well, it's a
Wool.
wool.
Guess what his name was?
Gong.
Victor.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Victor.
Good name for a sheep.
Yeah,
Two-stroke.
it is.
Victa. Dad named him.
That is a good name.
That's the feedback, guys. But we did have a message from Trout from Wood End, who wants to have a quick chat. I don't know why. I don't know what he wants to say.
Couple of blokes hotline. Trout, nice to speak with you.
Hello, boys. How's it going? Any got any news for me?
No, not really.
Pretty quiet here, Trout. How are you?
Oh, not bad. Working hard, mate. You know me.
Are we saying Trout from Wood End or are we saying Trout from Diggers Rest?
What do you want to say?
I reckon Trout.
The Trout from Wood End. It's a
Trout from
trademark. You guys. You guys are on air one time. Remember you were on air one time and you said, no, that's it. We know him from Trout from Wood End.
Yep, that's right.
But, so what's the news, boys?
A little bit happening. You would have seen a bit of news lately.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple of rules in place when you start up again, boys.
Well, hang on,
Trout.
Let's back up a little.
You're jumping ahead.
There's only one bloke starting, if you don't mind. Just take it easy.
Oh, no, yeah, but when one starts, the other will follow. You know what it's like. You can't have Jack and Jill without Jack and Jill. You gotta have
True, you can't have Jack and Jill without Jack and Jill.
That's true. Are you still bowling at 130 clicks?
135.
Marco, I thank you, Ox. I really appreciate that. Left arm heat, 135, if you haven't heard it enough. And I'm not one for being cocky, but I will win the bowling at our club in that grade in the seconds by 6 wickets.
What age are you now, Trout?
I'm now qualified for over 60s, and I'm heading to Echuca next week in the over 60s carnival.
Oh, wow.
So you're bowling as fast as Glenn McGrath did his whole career at the age of 65.
Well, I never faced him, but he sort of he got hit for a few runs. He got hit for a few runs. I don't get hit. Yeah. I'm a tight bowler. Two to three economy per over.
Yeah, you're good.
Good on you, Trent.
Hey, last one, Trent. You wanted to mention Marco's nature strip.
What?
Yes, I did. There's a couple of rules going to be in place when things change in the future. One is no cardigans, because that was very upsetting on the podcast and the radio hearing these things.
It wasn't good.
The other thing is, ever since Marco started that trouble with the nature strip, mowing just half, ever since that happened, I now see half little mini nature strips half mowed.
Yeah, there's a lot of selfish people, mate. Selfish people. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I just go, every time I drive past, I see a half one, I say, that's Marco's house.
Hey, Trout, thanks for going on. It is great news. The Ox is going to be calling some footy again, so we appreciate it. Good on you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
No, I love it, guys. Can't wait. Excited.
Good on you.
See you, mate.
Hey, it's time to spin the wheel, so let's go.
Oh, don't tell me. Do not tell me.
It's not a trout joke. It's a fish
joke.
Oh, my God.
All right, your turn, Marco.
Righto. Tell me, boys, why are fish so easy to weigh?
I don't know.
Because they have their own scales.
Oh, damn it. Mate, I knew there was something.
I was thinking it.
And how do shellfish get to the hospital?
I don't know.
In a clambulance.
Oh, kettle ambulance.
Hey, and one more. Where does a fish keep his money? At a riverbank.
Oh.
Bang!
Yep.
One after another.
Nice. Thanks,
That's how
boys.
you finish a show. Talk to you next time.
Will do.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marco. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the ENS Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.
So, you know what we forgot to do?
What's that?
The slogan for Eagle Eye.
Oh my gosh.
How did we forget that?
Yeah.
Did you get one?
Well, I was kind of thinking around about Eagle, because I like Eagle Eye. It's a great name.
But, yeah.
So
Eagle.
would it be your...
Meagle, Feagle, Deagle.
Beagle.
Beagle.
Oh,
Beagle.
It's
got nothing
and
to do with it.
I reckon your golf spy in the sky is Eagle Eye.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Bravo.
Nice.
Righto. Get the patent office and let's get
Brian
going.
Goldberg, expect a call.